Welcome to the Sunday Funday podcast. The hangover never sounded so good. I'm your host, Gil Patterson, and today I'm here with another young up-and-coming artist, Charlie, who will be talking about taking his artwork from struggle to perfection, dealing with self-identity, and growing as an individual. My name is Gil Patterson. That's going to be Charlie. The team is off because it is almost football season. So let's get to it here at the Sunday Funday podcast. The hangover never sounded so good. What's going on, Charlie?
How's it going, Akil? Good to be here. I'm excited.
I'm excited to have you on too. I was, as you said, like we were talking before, and I said you were a square. I thought you were a square, Charlie. I thought you were.
I don't know why you thought that, bro. I'm the most interesting dude this guy's ever met before.
You are an interesting cat. You are an interesting cat, and so, you are a young up and coming artist, but your art comes from somewhere. And if you don't get a chance, what's your, just say your Instagram real quick?
Oh, my name is on Instagram is Art of Che, Chay.
Okay, Art of Che, Chay, and you check out Art of Che. If I look at your Instagram and I'm looking at this artwork, I'm like, yo, this had to come from somewhere. Like you were busting out like a painting every 10 days from like 2020 through 2021. Like, where did that come from?
I mean, when COVID hit, I just had all this time on my hands during like my junior year of high school, and was bored, just painted a lot, and I really just found it as like a great way to like express how I was feeling, just like practicing art a lot and drawing helped me a lot.
What was that feeling during COVID? I mean, obviously, for me it was like a vacation. I was like, oh, thank God I don't have to work.
Yeah, I mean, a lot changed during COVID for sure. Like I know my parents split up and a lot of my other friends' parents split up, and it was just like pretty crazy. A lot of shit went down.
Like
I
it
never
just
expected.
Yeah, well, no one ever expects for the world to go into a global pandemic. So you're not alone. Mm-hmm. But I think what you didn't also expect was to be like, okay, now what do I do with all this? There's this drama over here that really has nothing to do with me. What am I supposed to do with my time?
Yeah.
And my energy? And I'm interested in like, what did you do to want to actually sit down and, because again, that was a lot of artwork. Mm-hmm. Also, what does Art of Che even mean?
Art of Che is just like, my friends call me Che sometimes, my name's Charlie Matthews, but Art of Che is just like, that's just my Instagram, and that's just like my art.
I have no idea what that even means. I don't even know how they go from Charlie Matthews to Che.
Yeah, who knows?
It's
crazy.
People make up the randomest nicknames for folks. Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah.
But so you've got the artwork. But you're busting out 10 pieces a month. Well, and what?
I just got better. You just practice, you paint, and you just figure it out. And I have good mentors and stuff.
Yeah.
I got better at painting. I started, just like I'd sell a painting, I'd get lucky and be like, oh shit, like I can maybe sell another one.
Make some money.
But yeah.
Make that money.
Yeah.
Sorry, I like money.
Chill, but that was a while ago. I haven't sold a painting in a minute because I've just been at school.
You just sold a painting to Captain America himself, Steve Barnes.
Yeah, that was good. I painted that one a while ago.
Yeah, and I heard he
got a lot more time.
I heard he overpaid for it too.
You think?
That's what he said.
He overpaid.
He said he overpaid.
I thought he underpaid.
Wow.
I hooked him up the coach deal, dude. He's a homie.
You hooked him with that homie deal, but still,
yeah.
Like he's like, I'm gonna give you this much. You're like, all right, I heard, but he overpaid.
Hey,
he said.
I sold a painting for like $660. That's my most expensive one I ever sold.
I know you want to sell me that really big one for. He's trying to sell me this painting for like $3,000. I like it.
My
I
masterpiece,
like it.
though.
He calls it his masterpiece, but
It's 9 feet long and 4 feet wide, and it's my best painting I ever done in my whole life.
It's a freaking aquarium. It's a giant aquarium. It's dope though.
It's Rothko inspired, actually.
Okay, so tell me about how you layer paintings, because I was looking at some of the artwork. Like, don't tell me your secret, but why do you layer them and give them texture and like to pop out? Like, because if you guys don't know, I happen to be an art fashionista. You know, I like fancy things. Actually, this is a custom Miles Davis piece. Anyway, go ahead.
What is that?
Miles Davis. You don't see it?
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, let me see it.
Yeah, see. It's the Lazy Susan. Yeah, I love this too.
That's what's up.
See, so like from a distance, you can't see it, but when you look at it, this is Miles.
You gotta like let it line up a little bit.
Yep. So Miles Davis. But yeah, all right. So tell me about your piece.
Well, I was just practicing painting, and then my dad's like one of my dad's good friends who actually I didn't really know that well, who lived close by. His name's Ryan Berkland. Portland legend artist. He's got a studio on St. Helens Road. Hit him up. He's a really crazy dude. Has a lot of cool stories. Best painter I ever met in my life. He has like hundreds of paintings. They're all badass too. And he paints on glass. And he's my mentor, and he inspired me to paint on glass in reverse. So you paint backwards on a piece of like a window, Mm-hmm. You can like paint like letters backwards and shit. But the thing is, you layer it in reverse, so you paint the details first, and then you paint the other stuff, the colors and all that stuff behind. And it's like a more difficult like way to paint, but I feel like it gets a better product than painting on canvas, because I buy my windows at the Rebuilding Center on the east side, and they give me.
Is that on Mississippi?
Yeah,
okay.
I don't know. I don't forget the street, but yeah, the Rebuilding Center is best spot, dude. Go there.
They got all that stuff. That's
they got
like
all sorts of stuff. Yeah. I buy windows there, like nice ones, like wood grain. Like I clean up the glass. I buy those things for like $3, and the canvas that size is like $50. And so I'm making bank on shit, and it looks better because you don't have to buy a frame for the canvas, dude. That's the trick. Or I mean the window, because it's already in a frame, because it's a window, and it's a nice like piece of wood too. Or you paint it, it's chill.
So it's like so the frame's built into it.
Yeah.
Oh.
So and I don't really fuck with like canvas.
So that's
as much.
glass and canvas.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Now.
So it's legit.
Now it's okay.
So
now I can see why it's worth $3,000.
I figured out how to like utilize the spray paint as like a layer of like they call it like skin. Like I can remold the skin into like to fashion like these textures, and like through those textures I layer like different colors of paint to come through and like sipple down within these textures in reverse, creating a different type of like look through the glass. And it's like, I think it's a really like breakthrough idea.
Talk about through the looking glass.
Through the looking glass, I don't know. This dude Ryan though, Ryan Berkland inspired me to paint on glass, and he's like the real dude. So you should check him out for sure. But I don't know. I'm just out here. I'm just a student.
So I was like, all right. So I switched back because you're a really good artist. Don't worry, I have we had brunch with Chauncey Billups today.
Yes.
Yeah, we had. Well, okay, he had brunch next to us, but still, it was still brunch. Mimosas. It's actually a really great place, really great restaurant, great food. So you're not pursuing this as a full-time career though.
I'm minoring in art at U of O,
but
and I'm majoring in like business.
I heard you're majoring in finance.
Well, that's the plan, I guess, so far.
So you want to be like, I'm in the accountant.
I mean, I'm taking like cool shit. I'm taking like anthropology classes. Like, I'm taking like monkeys and apes classes and shit. Like, I haven't really had the chance to do much art class yet.
I just realized your shirt says there is no finish line.
Yeah.
That's cool. It looks like little people. Sorry.
Thank you.
I just totally got distracted that you're telling me about, your future. And all I can think of this shirt telling me there is no finish line. And I was like, what does that say? Oh, there is no finish line.
It takes a second, definitely.
Yeah. My eyes had to get adjusted to it. But okay. All right. So you're in school looking at finance. You're really good at art, though. How was that first year of school?
I mean, I wasn't able to create as much as I was, last summer, and especially like during Corona, which wasn't as cool as like some of the like shit I did earlier when I was first like finding art and stuff. Because I was just at U of L. I was a freshman last year, so I was just focused on that, living in the dorms, having fun, with my friends. Didn't have my like mom's garage to paint in and shit.
Everybody talks about that. It was like, oh, I'm not gonna like. I was just talking to another artist, and he says, "Yeah, I'm just not gonna have the space."
I mean, there are like studio spaces there definitely that I could have taken advantage of if I like really wanted to, but I don't know. Shit just happens sometimes. Sometimes you'll paint every day for a month, and sometimes you won't paint for like 2 months.
I don't want to paint.
It just goes back and forth. Sometimes.
I don't want to paint.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone. So this is like my first foray into art.
Mm-hmm.
Like this whole creating a podcast, and this is actually my third podcast, so don't get it twisted. I got some experience, but like this is my first foray in general into creating art because for most of my life I was discouraged from being an artist, like because there's no money in it. There's no.
Well, it doesn't.
It's hard.
It doesn't really matter like if you're painting or if you're making a podcast. Like as long as you're doing something to express yourself and who you are, it could be like even a sport or anything like anything for to like benefit like writing poems or reading or anything like anything creative. I think everyone could benefit from doing something creative and like. Just as much as like beneficial as like working out too. It's like working out your mind and like you find who you are and like find your personality and like you're able to better express yourself too, and it gives you confidence. Like
I get a lot of confidence from the fact that art is expression of reality and pain, and while we're creating, we get to express what we're feeling.
Definitely.
Like mine is just very direct. Like I get to talk to you about, hey, how are you feeling this week? Or how'd your day go? Or, how's your family? Like I just directly ask why you as a physical artist, you're like, I've got to create this. And this is where rage, joy, sunshine, or just thoughts come out. And it doesn't come out in written form or audio form. It just comes out in visual. Mm-hmm. How do you feel about your visuals? Because I'm like colorblind. So like looking at something is difficult for me. Like when you see something, what like inspires you for, what gives you an emotion out of that visual?
Well, that's like the biggest question, right? Is how like, you want to make a good painting, right? What do you paint? How like, what do you paint? What's the image? That's the biggest question ever, but if you're trying to sell paintings, then that's a different story. Like abstract paintings don't sell as good as more like realistic paintings with real like stuff in it. Like the painting of a landscape will sell instantly, like this is something Ryan Berkland said. He said like a painting of the Mona Lisa, like he'll paint a Mona Lisa flipping the bird, like with a fucking machine gun in it and shit. And that painting will sell like the same day.
Instantly. Everybody wants it.
Ryan, he'll paint flowers all the time because they sell. Paintings of flowers sell, And people just like that recognizable image. And that's why, like, if you're trying to paint to express yourself, like, like Rothko did, like, that era is over. Like people don't really like want to buy paintings like that as much these days because that era like happened and that's there for our inspiration. But we can't be sitting here like replicating Rothko all day, like that's lame as fuck. You gotta put you gotta do something else. Don't be just doing the same shit all the time.
You got to change it up, right?
You gotta have the confidence to fucking do anything, bro. But just don't copy people. Don't like use it as inspiration, but don't copy. That's what I say. Like
nobody likes copy and
like
paste.
if you're just gonna like draw some like bullshit like digital drawing, print it out and say like I'm an artist. Maybe you're not an artist. I don't feel like I'm an artist a lot of the time. I haven't painted in a while, but. Like some dudes will paint every day, like for their whole lives, and not feel like an artist. So you just never know. It's just like weird. People are like, "Yeah, you're an artist, bro." I'm like, I don't know if I really like feel like I am.
You know what? I don't feel like an artist either.
Me neither.
I get told I'm talent now. I'm like, I don't even know what that means, but okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It's just weird, like. Because I liked to draw or like I like to paint or whatever, Like,
I like baseball, but it doesn't mean I'm a baseball player.
Yeah.
It's like, right? It's like, I like baseball, but does that make me a baseball player? No.
But I think if you're out here drawing a lot and you're a good drawer, like you should start painting because you just get a better product and you can sell shit better. It
was crazy. Like I told you, I was hanging out with the son of one of the most famous inkist for Amazing Spider-Man, and like as we're talking about like the body of work, it's like there's stuff that never made into comic books, and there's like characters that never were created. I'm like, oh wow, that's crazy to think like because of the name that's associated with the artwork, it now is important, but. Truthfully, it was like the reject of it wasn't that important. Like this character wasn't good enough to make it into the comic books, but you can sell this character to somebody else who's just a big fan. Yeah. To say, look, I have a one of a kind, never produced, blah blah blah. Like, isn't that what the goal of most artists is to be able to sell their crap? Stuff they didn't think was good enough. You
gotta sell stuff to like survive though if you want to be an artist,
Yeah.
Because you gotta eat,
Yeah, there's no I always was told there's no money in art.
It's hard, It's hard to make money in art, and that's why it's scary, because that's why I'm majoring in business, like in a perfect world I would be like fully chasing my dream and trying to become a famous artist and shit. But,
so now we're at the crux of this.
But
this
like,
is you.
I'm still minoring in art. I'm still gonna try.
I'm like, I don't want to go hungry.
I'm not gonna just graduate college and just go straight into like a finance job or like any of that bullshit.
You absolutely should. You should.
I'm gonna try to
be
make
finance.
I'm gonna try to make.
Go be a financier.
After college, I'm about to go crazy. I'm about to make it. I'm gonna be the next.
You probably will be. You'll probably be over in Dubai
I'm
selling.
Gonna be just a fucking finance bro. At the end of the day, who knows? I don't know. We'll see.
All right, let's flip this real quick. I asked you what your definition of family was out in before we started the podcast, and you gave me an answer that I was like, "Is that family?"
Yeah, I mean,
what was it?
We were talking, and I said like one day I want to have a family. I guess like that's like one of my like future like plans. And Akil asked me like, "What is a family?" I was like, "I don't know, I have kids." Probably. And he's like, "What'd you say after that?"
I was like, "Is that a family?"
Yeah.
And you were like, "I guess."
I think it is, right?
But see, that to me is like, is that a family? Like. Just having kids doesn't make it family.
Well, you got to stick with your partner, right?
Or okay, but if you don't, see, you just said you got to stick with your partner, but do you have to?
I mean, I think so, right?
You think you should?
Yeah, definitely.
So, what if I told you a story that I know someone that thought the exact same thing that you did, and realized that after 20 years of marriage, they were never meant for each other, and they got divorced?
Mm-hmm.
That happened to someone close to me. They got married because they were getting ready to have kids, and they were like, "We're in love, we'll get married."
Mm-hmm.
They weren't in love. They were teenagers who were in lust. And years later, they both recognize it. Now guess what? They are good friends still. They're amazing friends. Mm-hmm. But I just realized, yeah.
But you gotta at least try, right, to have a family. Well, I
do
don't know.
You have to?
The dream, for me is have
Is that a real dream?
Like a wife and a couple kids, that sounds.
Is that a real
nice.
dream? It sounds nice.
Sounds nice to me.
Sounds nice.
I guess it is to me.
It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine, Salt and Pepper Up. Anyway.
I don't know. That's just what I want, I think
but I get that. I'm okay with you saying that's what I want. Uh-huh. But you're like, well, that's what a family is, right? It's like, I don't know. I asked the question because
whatever that is,
Yeah, because everyone always has different definitions of what family is. There's chosen family and there's birth family. And
what do you think a family is?
A family is love. Mm-hmm. A family is unconditional love.
Definitely.
When things are bad, you still love them. You're like, I hate you, but I love you. Mm-hmm. That's what a family is to me. A family is when you have the most annoying sister in the world, but if anyone ever touched her, you'd kill them. Mm-hmm. I'd kill them if they touched my sister the wrong way. Just saying. But you know that, hey, she's my annoying. Just kind of
you just gotta keep it going. I don't know. I think when I'm old, I'm gonna want people, my kids around there, and to be there with me and shit.
Or your nephews or your nieces or people that consider you an uncle or. Yeah.
True.
I think. So I don't have kids, and I admit, but I've helped raise people's kids. And when I look back, I go, the most important thing is just showing up. We talked about that, parents that don't show up for stuff is that's the worst thing. Kids they just want somebody there. Just show up.
Definitely. And it's funny we're talking about this because I just got home from working as a camp counselor this summer.
Yeah.
I was gone all summer, and it was crazy working with these kids, I guess it was how I expected, but it was just funny, finally having this different job out in the middle of nowhere on the beach, just dealing with kids all day, all night, all summer long.
Yeah, wanting
it. Because they give you headaches, sometimes, but sometimes they're super sick.
Too. Yeah.
Sometimes they're awesome.
Yeah, and then there are other times you're like, I you know what?
Most of the kids are really good kids. I've only met a couple bad kids, and I've met a few really, really dope kids too.
I think most kids aren't bad. I think they're a reflection of their environments.
Definitely.
If you're always at home by yourself and mom and dad are never around, you beg for attention.
Or you just shut down completely. You just go.
No, you just they don't like other
fucks
kids.
You up. It's just at the end of the day, it just fucks you up.
Yeah. I've always told people I'm very blessed and very lucky. My parents have almost always been around. Mm-hmm. They never, and even, one day I'm prepared for them to leave this earth, but I know that they were there for me and they stood by me through thick and thin. Do you feel like your parents have been part of that?
I think I have great parents. They stuck by me.
Through thick and thin.
Yeah.
Count on me through.
I love my parents so much. I know they love me a lot.
Yeah. Everyone knows. I hope everyone knows most of their parents love them. There are some really crappy parents though in this world.
Definitely.
Give me 1 second. And we're back with Charlie, the art of Shay. So we were talking about families and how families show up in our lives. Like I said, I believe that family is probably one of the dopest things. They stick by you through thick and thin.
Yeah.
But family doesn't have to be by birth.
Definitely not. I know there's people in my family that have been adopted, and we love them just as much as anyone else.
Yeah. Do you tell your friends that you love them?
Yeah. Definitely.
That's good. A lot of people didn't stop using that word. They're like, "Oh, that's so gay." No,
I have a couple great friends. I'll say I love you because I don't see them that much that I miss them. They're my best friends. But then I have a lot of good friends too.
Yeah.
And you can have good friends and I have great friends. that's okay.
Oh, I think I say I love you to people all the time. I'm like, hey, I love you, but because some people don't hear it.
Yeah.
Some people never hear it, and it first, like, I know some people are like, when I said it to, they're like, dude, that weirds me out. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry if that weirded you out, but I just want you to know I love you. Like, how can you love me? You're not my family. I'm like, bro, I do. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing to say you love somebody. I mean, we all want to be in love and be loved.
Definitely.
Have you fallen in love?
Yeah. I had a girlfriend in high school.
How'd that do? It didn't go?
Fun. It
was fun.
She's
then.
good. No,
so,
she's great.
So college,
we're still friends.
College girls.
Yeah.
Any girls in college?
No, I was just chilling in freshman year. No, no more.
Did you ever? What do we call them? Did you have any some hookups?
I don't want to talk about that.
I just asked you. Did you have some hookups?
Dude, what?
Just yes or no?
I mean, I guess yeah. I don't know.
Why are you
asking me that, bro?
I just asked if you had a hookup.
Why are you asking me that?
I just said, bro, did you have a hookup your freshman year? It's not like I'm asking anything like, I didn't ask what you did. I was like, did you have a hookup? Yeah?
Bro.
He is so like, why are you so shy about it? I was like, hey, did you?
I don't like to talk about all that.
Again, I didn't ask you about anything. I just said, why is it embarrassing? Are you embarrassed by that question?
No.
You're like, let's talk about that. Like, it seems like you're embarrassed. I'm sorry if I made you feel awkward.
I'm a fine artist, bro. I just paint all day, bro. I don't do nothing else.
That's all you do. It's like, he doesn't do anything.
I don't worry about all that.
He doesn't do anything.
Nah.
He is a saint. Charlie the Saint.
Yes, sir.
This is why I said I thought he was a square.
I just stay home all day. And
yeah, that's all you do is just sit at home?
I just go on TikTok all day long.
Do dances?
I practice my TikTok dances a lot. Yeah.
All day, every day.
I have a lot of hobbies, I'd say. I'd like to, play basketball sometimes.
Yeah.
My little brother, who I love to death, he's like just massive now. I came home from college and he's been lifting weights all year long, and now he's just giant. And so he's like inspired me to start lifting weights a little bit. And I'm gonna keep that going. I'm moving into an apartment next month with a couple buddies. Start sophomore year of college.
Getting an apartment with the guys.
It's gonna be fun. Yeah, I'm excited. Finally, the time has come.
Can I tell you what the biggest fight's gonna be over?
What?
The dishes.
Yeah,
dishes.
Definitely fuck the dishes.
That is going to be. Do you guys have a dishwasher in the apartment?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just make sure somebody runs it. Like, because otherwise,
we'll take turns.
No, just
we're
run.
We're gonna have rules.
Yeah. You think there's rules, but let me tell you, Charlie. People ignore whatever. Hey, man, remember we all agreed, and it's like, yeah, but. Jesus, that was an echo.
Yeah.
It was but. Like, man, all you had to do is hit the start button.
Everyone needs rules to live by,
Come
if
on.
we're gonna live together.
Come on, everyone fails in this department.
Only sometimes you got to hold each other accountable.
I have lived with my best friends, and you know why we're still best friends? Because we moved out and away from each other.
I lived with my best friend last year in my dorm room. We never fought one time, and he was a great roommate.
You must have a saint as a roommate.
He is a saint, yeah.
And you're about to go. Aren't you about to take a road trip?
Yeah.
Where are you going?
I'm going to Bozeman to visit some friends on Thursdays.
University is that Montana? The Grizzlies.
It's like a 12-hour drive.
It's the Grizzlies, right?
I don't think so. Montana State.
Oh, Montana State.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is it? Wildcats?
Well, the Grizzlies is University of Montana, right? There's two schools.
Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be fun. And after that...
I feel like I should Google this, but I don't even know.
I've been at camp all summer long. Finally get a bit of free time. I feel like I have to fill it up with cool shit.
So a road trip.
And then after that, I'm going to New York for a week to just...
I've got to be a part of it. New York. Yeah.
I've never been before, so I'm excited.
Hey, New York is a great place. You got to get the pizza. Make sure you fold it. Only way you can eat it.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't fold the pizza, there's something wrong with you. It's New York pizza. Get your lights right.
It's gonna be a good time.
You don't understand how.
I'm just gonna couch hop and fucking.
Oh, you're couch surfing.
We're not getting an apartment. We're just gonna rely on the streets. I guess might have to sleep on a roof maybe if it gets out of control.
What?
We're gonna bring a sleeping bag. It'll be okay. The streets will be our playground.
Charlie, that's insane, but whatever. I'm just gonna say, white kids, y'all are crazy. Like, this is absolutely. Are you serious? Or are you fucking with me?
We're just gonna go to art museums.
Are you really serious, or are you just messing with me about that?
No, I'm not.
You actually don't have a place to stay.
I mean, we're not getting a hotel.
Airbnb?
No, this is gonna be fine. We got a couple friends there.
Okay,
They'll come through. Hopefully.
All right. Oh God. You haven't even confirmed it with them? All right. Worst comes to worst, give me a call. I got to know somebody in Brooklyn.
Okay.
I can get you in.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate it.
Why would you? Ooh. Oh my Lord. Bro, that's terrible.
I might have to call you like
you might
6
have
a.m.
to. If you call me at 6 a.m.
Wait, what is it? No, it's 3 hours ahead.
Yeah, so if it's 6 a.m.
like
here,
9 p.m.
It's
that's pretty chill.
It's 9 a.m.
That's good for me.
No, if you call me at 9 a.m., it's 6 a.m. here.
It's gonna work out. I'll hit you up. You'll come in clutch. I'm excited.
Yeah. Bed-Stuy. That's insane. You don't have a place to stay. Charlie, that's insane.
I don't know. We're just gonna skate, go to art museums, eat bagels, fucking like climb buildings and like.
What do you think that you think New York's just like a free for all? This is why white kids would be like, I don't know why I got in trouble. Like that shit is no, it's not.
I'm going there. And I'm gonna fucking have hella fun.
Okay, just don't talk to the black guy on the corner that goes, yo, you live in Oregon. Like, you want to send me some weed? That's what they'll do. They'll say. They'll ask you. Because they're trying to open up these fake shops.
How's he going to know I live in Oregon, though?
Because you might say it to him while you're drinking your 40.
He said, okay, shit, you're probably right. Yeah.
You'll probably tell him at some point. They'd be like, what's up? Like, man, I'm just visiting. Oh, where from? Oregon. Like, it's literally that quick.
Yeah, true.
Like, you're like, oh, what you doing, homie? Like, nah, I'm just visiting. Like, well,
I'm just excited to go to the bodega and get a bacon, egg, and cheese with a bev.
You are hilarious. The simple things are really exciting you.
Yeah.
You're like, I want to go see where Nas is from. Where was Biggie's house?
Nah, I like Atlanta rap music. I don't like New York music that much. I like Saw Baby.
You are the most sarcastic human because I know you're lying. You are
I
lying.
do. I like Atlanta
Oh
rap
my
music.
God.
I swear.
What is wrong with you?
What? That's the best music. That's where the best music is from.
Shut your pile.
I'm not even joking.
We're about to fight.
Andre 3000's from Atlanta.
I mean, he's cool, but God, dog, man.
That's like my favorite rapper of all time.
All right. Jeez, man. You've actually kind of really disappointed me in the last 30 seconds. Like,
come on.
Atlanta music. I'm like,
What music do you
New
like?
York is the birthplace of hip hop, damn near.
I don't really like Biggie, really, or Tupac, or whatever. I don't know. Tupac's West Coast.
No, Tupac actually graduated from Baltimore School of the Arts.
I don't know.
That's right. Tupac is from Baltimore. Let's tell the truth.
I don't even know. Yeah. I don't know. I never really got into that. I mean, definitely cool. Definitely just excited to go to New York. I definitely respect New York as a place.
You definitely have like ADD or something. Like, you've been pawing things.
Definitely,
like,
I do.
You're like just touching stuff.
Undiagnosed. You know, I don't know. I get good grades in school, so I'm all right. I don't need all that medication.
No, I did.
Okay.
I've always needed it. And I didn't have it when I was your age.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Charlie. All right. I got a question for you now.
Yeah.
All right. It's very important that you answer this.
All right.
If you were a character in The Wizard of Oz, which one would you be and why?
All right. That's a good question. I'd be the monkey flying on the giant, like, bird, is it?
You'd be a flying monkey?
Yeah.
Why?
Because that seems so cool. I like it.
Beyond the coolness, why?
I feel like that. I feel like a flying monkey flying on an evil bird.
Okay, that's about your feelings. Like, but why?
That's just the best character in the movie.
Okay, let me just say this. If I tell people all the time, if I was a character, I would be the wizard because I don't mind being standing behind the curtains to protect people and sometimes having to be the bully when really I'm the nice guy that just wants to help you get your wish come true.
Yeah.
So that's why I would.
Did I remember that scene correctly though? Was there flying monkey in that movie?
There was a flying monkey in the movie.
Dang.
So the flying monkeys, they fly
That's
across.
how I feel about that.
So you just want to be flying monkeys?
I stand by my answer.
I just want to fly across the sky.
That's a good ass character in that movie. Dude.
But you just have to say why though.
I feel like I resonate with that character the most.
How?
Because it's just like so simple, and it's an evil flying monkey. Like I don't need to like.
Are you evil?
No, dude. I just resonate with that character. Like I just like that character.
But you just like it. But it's like why though? Like what about the character?
Because I remember that scene so vividly, being like so afraid by that, watching that movie when I was a little kid. And I hadn't thought about the Wizard of Oz in so long. So when you just said that, it just brought me back to that memory. And you know, maybe I'd be the cowardly lion.
Looking for his courage.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like I have a heart. You know, I don't feel like I'm the Tin Man.
You're definitely not the Tin Man. You got heart, but you're just looking for your courage.
But you know.
But it's always there.
We're always trying to find ourselves, you know, constantly, right? It's never like an end thing, you know. Always like growing and stuff.
I think I'm looking for myself too still.
Yeah.
You know what, Charlie? I appreciate you coming by today. I appreciate your honesty, your artwork, your empathy. The fact that you do think that you're a flying monkey is somewhat problematic. Not terribly, but, you know, we're all human. Me more than you.
Yeah, I don't know. We're all just like, everyone is just doing their own thing, you know?
Everyone's trying to do their best.
Everyone is sentient. Everyone is a sentient being.
All right. Do you have any parting words before we go?
Thanks, Akil. This has been fun. Thanks for having me on the podcast. Check out Ryan Birkland. Hit him up. He has a studio on St. Helens Road in Northwest Portland. His art is hanging up in Stepping Stone Cafe. Talk to them. Art of Che on Instagram. Hit me up for art. Hit up Ryan Birkland for art. Thanks, Akil. This has been really fun. Appreciate it.
All right. And with that, this is the Sunday Funday Show. The hangover never sounded so good. My name's Akil Patterson. That's been Charlie. Guys, make sure you like, follow, and subscribe as we grow our audience. Hey, and if you want even better content, make sure you comment and you let us know that you want something more. This is the Sunday Funday Podcast. The hangover never sounded so good. Deuces! Charlie, it is hot.